Good morning, students. Web Technologies class. In today's class, I'll explain you about JavaScript functions. Okay, so it is an essay question, and how you have functions in a C, C++, Java. Similarly, in JavaScript also we have a functions. Okay, so what is the use of the function, and how to create functions? Okay, how to call that function, that we'll discuss today, right? So Java, actually, what is a function? Function is a block of code. Okay, function is a block of code that can be used to perform a specific task. Okay, example, if you're calculating a sum of two numbers, what is the purpose of the function? Calculating sum of two numbers, addition of two numbers, that is a task. So we'll write functions to perform a specific task. And always function is a group of statements. Okay, function is a group of statements, and we can use the same statements number of times. Okay, we can use the same statements number of times by calling a functions. Okay, whatever statements you have written in the function, that can be called, that can be executed number of times. Okay, so if you want to execute the same function number of times, then just you need to call the function. The function will be executed. Understood? So function is a block of code that performs a specific task. Function is a block of code that performs a specific task, and whatever code you write inside the function, that is called as a reusable code. Okay, whatever code is there, that you can use a number of times. When you call the function, no, at that time the code will be executed. So that is why whatever code you have written inside the function, that code is called as a reusable code. Okay, now what are the, see, without function also we can write the program, but why we are using a function? Okay, so there are main two advantages using a functions. Okay, the first one is a code reusability. Okay, so whatever code you have written inside the function, that can be used so many times. Okay, so that is also code, so that is also function advantage. The second one is the less coding. See, using a one function only, we are performing same task number of times, which reduces your code. Example, if suppose functions are not there, same code you need to write number of times, right? So using a function, you can reduce that. So that is also advantage of function. Only the thing you need to remember is function is a block of statements that can be executed repeatedly when you call the function. That's it. Now, how many types of functions we have in JavaScript? Okay, so there are two types of functions in the JavaScript. One is a built-in function, and the second one is a user-defined function. Okay, how many types of functions we have? One is a built-in function, and the second one is a user-defined function. Okay, so built-in functions. What are the built-in functions? When you load any software, with that software, whatever functions you will get, that functions are called as a built-in function. Okay, so here I have given a definition. Functions that are provided by JavaScript itself are called as a built-in function. So whatever functions the JavaScript providing the user to do the program, that functions are called as a JavaScript built-in functions. Okay, and JavaScript is actually it is a collection of, or we can say that it is a rich of built-in functions. Few examples: alert, prompt, parseInt, evaluation. Okay, evaluate. These are the built-in function. Write function is also there. I have explained output statement, not document.write. The write is also a built-in function. Okay, that is about JavaScript built-in function. Only the thing you need to remember is whatever functions you are getting from a JavaScript software, that functions are called as a built-in function. Right, next. come to the user defined function. It is the second category. Here, whatever functions you are creating according to your requirement, that functions are called as a user defined functions. Example, I want to calculate sum of two numbers, so that is my requirement, addition is my requirement. So according to that requirement, if you are creating your own function, then that is called as a user defined functions. Understood? So if it is a built-in function, whatever things you need, that you will get from a JavaScript software only. But if it is a user defined function, here interpreter doesn't know about anything about your user defined function. So what you have to do is, what is a user defined function, and what output you are getting that from that function, how many variables are there, how you are calling that function, everything you have to define. Okay, so if it is a built-in function, it is a ready-made, just you pass the value and you call the function. But if it is a user-defined function, everything you have to define. Okay, now what are the steps involved in creating a user-defined function? One by one we learn now. Okay, now function declaration. See, like when you create a variable, no, you will give the name of the variable. Okay, because variable is not there in the system, we are creating according to our requirement, right? So when you are creating a variable, you are declaring a variable. Similarly, if you are creating a user defined function, it is a condition that you have to create you have to declare a variable, so you have to declare a function. Okay, whenever you are creating a user defined function, it is a condition that you have to declare user defined function. Okay, so here I have given an example, syntax I have given. Once you see this example, okay, according to the JavaScript constraints, function name should start with function keyword, name of the function, and in the brackets whatever parameters are there that you should give. Okay, function is a keyword, means as it is you should write. Function name is an identifier, user can give any function, and inside the parenthesis parameter 1 comma parameter 2 is there, no, that are two variables which are not two, according to your requirement you can give, that are used to receives the value, that are called as the parameters, that are used to receives the value when the function is called. Okay, now statement 1 comma statement 2, statement 3 are nothing but the block of statements, or we can say that it is a body of the function. For what purpose you are writing a function, no, that will give inside the brackets. Okay, and it is a return statement. Whatever output you are getting from a function, no, that you can return by using a return statement. Now, function declaration may have the following things. Okay, so whatever syntax just now I've explained, in that all those things are not mandatory, but few things are mandatory. But what we can add, what are the possible things you can add, we can declare in a function declaration. The first one, function definitions. Function declaration should start with the function keyword, right, followed by name of the function, right, followed by name of the function. Inside the brackets, inside the parameter, inside the parenthesis, will give the parameters. That parameters are used to receives the value. Now the second one, function can have 0 or more parameters separated by a commas. See, inside the parenthesis you have a parameters. If function is not receiving any value, just if the function is printing something, in that case it does not need any values, right? If function is not if the function don't want any value, then no need to give the parameters. Okay, but if it is more than one parameter, it should be separated by a comma. Now the next one is a function body. Function body is enclosed with a curly braces, that is a flower braces there, no? So whatever you are writing inside the function, that function should be enclosed by the curly braces, and whatever statements are there, that statement should be between opening and closing curly braces. Okay, that is called as a function body. Right, now here you see the example. See, actually here function is a JavaScript code. So when you are including JavaScript code, that code should be between script opening and script closing. Script function is a keyword, message message there, no, that is a your wish, you can give any name. Now in the curly braces, no parameters, because here only I'm printing the message. I'm not taking any value. I'm not calculating any expression here. So there is no need of the given parameters. If there is a only you go for the parameters. If there is no value, then you no need to go for the parameters. Right. Now the curly braces, you give alert. Alert is a function which is used to print something on the output screen on the browser window. Alert, hello, this is a message. Only this, whatever you have given in the bracket, that will be printed. And closing the script. Okay, this is an example for function declaration. Now come to a function definition. So in the function definition, what will give is for what purpose you are writing. Okay, what is the purpose of the function? What statement you are executing from the function, that will write inside the function opening and closing body. Right, so we can say that in the function definition only we'll write the statements that should be executed when the function is called. Okay, you see the function definition here. Before using a user defined function in JavaScript, so okay, we are discussing about user defined function. So when you are creating a user defined function, before using that, what you have to do? Before using a user defined function in JavaScript, we have to create one function definition. We can use the above syntax to create a function in JavaScript. Just now what I have explained, no, that is for only the declaration. After declaring a function definition, sometimes also termed as function body or a function statement. Okay, so in the first, just know what I have explained, that is only the function declaration. Okay, only once we'll give the function declaration, but it is a function definition. Definition, it is the function body. That is also one time only we'll give, but we'll execute number of times. So in the function definition is also called as a function body. Right. So if you are writing a function body, then what it should have? First one is, every function should begin with a keyword function followed by a user defined function. Next, and whatever user defined function name you are giving, no, that should be unique. Means in a program, if function name sum is there, no, that should be only written once. Only once it should be written. Next, a list of parameters enclosed in a brackets, enclosed in a parenthesis, and if it is more than one parenthesis, it should be separated by a comma. Okay. Next, between a curly opening and a closing braces, we'll write the body of the function. Okay, what is the purpose of the function? We'll write. Now, you see the function definition here. Function is a keyword. Calculating addition is the name of the function. Now number 1, comma number 2 are the parameters. Okay, function calculating addition is the name of the function. Number 1, comma number 2 are the parameters. Now inside the bracket, return number 1 plus number 2. So here what we are returning, we are adding two numbers. So this number 1 plus number 2 is there, no, that is called as a body of the function. Right, here example program I have given. Once you see here, HTML head, inside the head I have given a script tag. What is the use of the script tag? Script tag is used to add JavaScript inside the HTML. Okay, so function, some function is a keyword, some function is a name of the function, and inside the bracket, no, two parameters, a comma b. If you have given a two parameters, means the two parameters are used to receive the value. Okay, why we use the parameters? Parameters are used to receive the value when the function is called. Right, now come to the curly braces opening and closing. Here return statement I have given. Return a plus b means we are adding two numbers. Okay, then what is the purpose of the function here? Adding two numbers. Okay, now after that x equals to, here x is a variable. Actually instead of the let there you need to give a var. Okay, instead of the let what you have to give? Var x equals to what there just a minute, I am changing. It should be var space x. Okay, now here next what you have to do is, just a minute Amma. Next where x equals to function 8 comma 7. So here a value is 8 and b value is 7. Alert x. What is x here? Calculating sum of two numbers, and we are printing that. Okay, understood? Clear all of you? Here what is the x summa? X is nothing but sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. Here some disturbance is there. Just a minute Amma. Okay, so here x is nothing but a sum of two numbers. Now here you can say this 8 comma 7. Now the next come to the function calling. So function calling is nothing but after giving a parameters, then what you have to do, you need to call the function. Okay, so function is nothing but executing a function. Executing a function. Executing means by passing a value will execute the function. By passing a value will execute the function, right? Executing a function. So here function greet is a function. Okay, so inside the function what I have given? Alert. Alert is nothing but it is a statement which is used to print something on the output screen. Now calling is nothing but the greet. Here I am not passing any value. Why? Because if it is not writing any if it is not performing any calculations, then you no need to pass a value. Okay, now you see function. When you call the function, how internally it will be executed. You see function greet. Next, when control comes to this line of greet parenthesis, from that immediately it will jump to the function greet, and whatever code is there inside the curly braces, that will be executed and it will return the result. That is the logic actually. This is a function calling. Now function parameters. What are the function parameters? See, if you want to calculate sum of two numbers, or if you want to perform any addition or any subtraction, any arithmetic expression or any logical operations, you need input values. So if using a function, if you want to pass any numeric value, any value, then we need a parameters. Okay, here you see a function can be declared with parameters, right? Parameter is a value that is passed when declaring a function. So parameter is a value that is passed when declaring a function. Okay, so function greet. Here you see inside the greet in a bracket we have a name as a parameter. Okay, so but where is the value of that parameter? When you call the function, at that time we'll pass the value. See, at the time of calling, you see greet name is there. So use in a greet name, whatever you give, no, that will be supplied to above greet function. Okay, when you call the function, that will be supplied. Now you see function greet. In the bracket what I have given? Name. Now what is the body of the function here? Alert. hello name. So whatever name you give, that is printed. Okay, now name equals to prompt, enter a name, greet name. Prompt, we are taking a prompt is a input statement, input function. Using that function will collect a name from a user, and that name is passed as a parameter to the greet function. Okay, now you see the return statement. What is the use of the return statement? See, return statement is used to return the result of the function to the calling function. When we call the function, no, we'll get some result. That result is given back to any variable or any other function using a return statement. Okay, now you see the return statement can be used to return the value of the function call. Now when the function is called, whatever result you will get from a return statement, no, that is returned back by using a return statement. Okay, and what is the main purpose of the return statement? The return statement denotes that the function has ended. The return statement denotes that the function has ended, and inside the function, after the return statement, nothing will be executed. Means that should be the end of the function. Okay, if nothing is written, the function returns undefined value. Right, this is the code you see here. Function add num1 comma num2. num1 comma num2 means how many parameters, how many values we are giving to a function? Two values. Now inside the body you see return result. Okay, what it is returning? Result, it is returning back. Okay, now x equals to add a comma p. Means what actually here? X add function will be executed, and that result is stored in a x. So here add is a user defined function, and it is collecting two values. Okay, a value and a b value. Clear? Now here example program you can see. Program to add two numbers. HTML head, script type equals to text JavaScript. So wherever you write a script tag, no, from that point your JavaScript code will start. Now what is a user defined function here? Function multiply. Multiply is a user defined function, and how many parameters it is taking? Two parameters, x comma y. And what it is returning back? X into y. It is multiplying. Whatever value you are giving, that is multiplied, right, and that is given back to a variable or calling function. Here you see document.write. Document.write is a output statement. Like in C++, we have a printers cout. No, similarly in JavaScript, if you want to print anything on the screen, then we'll use the document.write as the output statement. And in the output statement, what we are returning? Multiply in the bracket 2 comma 7 I have given. To multiply is a function here. So here using the output statement we are calling. So when you are calling, control goes from this multiply to this function multiply. What is the x value? 2. What is the y value? 7. That 2 will be multiplied. So 2 7s are 14, and that is printed on the output screen. Okay. And here one thing you need to remember is where we are including this code inside the head section. Okay, inside the head section or inside the body section, you can include JavaScript code. Okay, understood? Now this is about JavaScript functions. Now let me give this brief about this. What is the function and all? So what is a function? Function is a block of statement that can be executed repeatedly when the user calls. And how many types of functions we have? Two types. One is a built-in function, and the second one is a user-defined function. Built-in function means from JavaScript software, whatever functions you have that are called as whatever functions you are getting that are called as built-in functions. What are the user-defined function? Whatever functions the user is creating according to his requirement, that functions are called as a user-defined function. If it is a user-defined function, then there are collection of things you need to perform. First one is the function declaration. See, as the interpreter doesn't know about user-defined functions, so you should inform the interpreter about your function. So that is why you need to give the name of the function and what type of value that function is returning and what are the parameters. Okay, that will give in a function declaration. Now, when you are declaring a function, function definition declaration start with the function keyword, name of the function, and inside the bracket you give the parameters. Function definition is nothing but actually for what purpose you are writing a function, that is called as a function definition. Okay, so in the function definition we'll write a number of statements that will be executed when you call the function, and even we'll write a return statement inside the function definition only. So this is an syntax for a function statement here. Here calculate addition is a name of the function, number 1 comma number 2 are the parameters which are used to receive the value. Now function calling. See, when you write the function, nothing you will get. When you call the function, at that time only the function will be executed and something will be written from a function. That is the use of the function calling. So in the function calling, if the function is not returning anything, no need to pass the value, but if the function is returning something, then you need to pass the value. Function parameters. So inside the function, if you want to pass any values, then it is possible by using a parameters only. Okay, so function parameters are used to receive some value. And finally, it is a return statement. Return statement is always will write return statement at the end of the function. It indicates that function code is over. And what is the main purpose? For what purpose we are using this is return statement is used to return something to a program. Return something from a function. Now this is an example program. Okay, so this is about functions. What is a function? How many types of functions we have? How to create a user defined function? How to call a user defined function? Okay, so everything I have covered. In the next class we'll discuss another topic. Thank you.